welcome to my channel if you're new. So as you can tell by the title of this video, this is the apartment explanation, kind of why I've been so frustrated with them. I've definitely made it known all over my social media. So this has been a highly requested video and a long-awaited video. I've been saying that I would explain what's going on for a long time, and now I kind of finally can, because we're moving. So yeah, I'll talk about the moving part later, way later, when we know for sure. So yeah, anyway, let's just hop right into it. So we moved in to these apartments at the end of February, literally at the end of February. I'm pretty sure I remember correctly, but it was like a week before the end of February. So we moved in pretty much the day we found the apartments. We came and we were like, hey, do you have this available? They were like, yes, you need a $500 deposit. And we were like, okay, we'll have it. And they were like, okay, once you put that deposit down, you can move in whenever you want. And so we were like, okay, let's do it today. And they're like, oh, if you want to move in today, though, you have to pay $86. So we're like, okay, we'll just pay $86 because we need to move in now. And so we moved in, paid the money, whatever. I didn't start noticing problems with these apartments until about a month later, because it was before I gave birth. So, and we moved in February, and I gave birth in April. So it wasn't until like the end of March that I noticed a problem. Our sink wouldn't drain, and neither would my neighbors. Like, it would go back and forth. Like, it'd fill hers up, and then it'd fill mine up when hers drained, and then when mine drained, hers would fill up. So we called maintenance, and they fixed it. And after Jackson was born, I'm pretty sure it was like when he was like 3 weeks. So about, again, almost a month later, did they fix the sink problem. One day, I had a doctor's appointment. So I left the house to go to the doctor's appointment. But in the morning, I had heard the toilet making a funny noise. I was like, whatever, it's probably just refilling back up. It's nothing. So I left for my doctor's appointment. I come home. I'm still hearing that sound. I haven't gone to the bathroom because I went to the bathroom at the doctor's office, you know, because they always take a urine sample pretty much. And so I had went to the bathroom at the doctor's office, so I hadn't used the toilet pretty much all day. And Tyler got home from work, still hadn't used the toilet, still hadn't been in the bathroom. And I'm like, babe, do you hear that? I've been hearing that all day. It's kind of weird that it's been filling up this whole time. He was like, it's just filling up, it's fine, it's just probably broken. And I was like, okay. And he was like, no, that sounds a little funny. So he's like, I'm gonna go check it out. Because he hadn't used the bathroom either for some reason. That day we just hadn't used the bathroom. And so he walks in, and the toilet is filling up, draining onto the floor, and the tub is filling up, draining onto the floor. And oh my god. So we call maintenance, and they get down here, check everything out, and they're like, okay, we need to relocate you to a different apartment. Or no, they had told us that the next day, because we had left that night. I was like, I'm not staying here. I had a bladder infection, and because I had just given birth, and I had, you guys will see in my 3-month/4 month update, that I had a bladder infection right after I gave birth. So I was like, I'm not about to be in a house where I can't use the bathroom when I need to. So we left that night. The next day we came back to see what was going on, and they had told us that it wasn't just our apartment, it was my next door neighbors, my neighbors across from me, and my neighbors catty corner from me. All 4 of our apartments flooded out. And so they relocated all of us to a different apartment. It took them about a week to fix whatever was wrong, which I feel when you have 4 apartments flooding, that seems like the main line, especially if it's coming out of the toilet and the tub. My husband's what used to be a plumber, you know, so like it just seems a little odd to me that they got it done in a week. We didn't, whatever. When we came back into the apartment, they had taken off all of our blinds, didn't bother putting them back up, and most of them were broken. When we managed to put them back up, they wouldn't open or close, so the track was broken. there was dirt all over the windowsill, there was dirt all over the carpet. I didn't know that my closet had flooded, so our closet full of clothes got flooded, and all of them are filled with mold. Yeah, so I got really pissed, and I just left it alone because we had house insurance or apartment insurance or whatever. They make us pay $12 to make sure that the apartment's okay if a flood happens or if a fire happens. None of our stuff is covered. We have to get separate insurance for that. I haven't gotten it, so whatever. I was just like, it's kind of my fault. So then I noticed cockroaches. So I was like, I'll give it, if I notice about 3 or 4 more, then I'm gonna say something, because obviously it's a problem. See 3 or 4 more, I let them know. They're like, okay, we'll get someone out there. A week later, they finally get someone out there. All he does is spray the windows and the door. And I keep noticing them, and I'm like, oh my God, okay, I'm gonna go tell him again. So I go tell him again. And my Tyler finally got fed up with it. He called them and was like, you need to do something about this. He was like, I'm about to come in with $1,000 worth of rent, and you're telling me you can't get rid of some cockroaches? So they were like, okay, we'll get it done today. I ended up calling them and was like, hey, can you guys let me know what time you guys are going to come to my apartment, because I would like to be there so that way I can tell you guys where to put the poison down. And she was like, yeah, what time are you thinking? Because I had doctor's appointments that day. I was like, 12. She was like, how about 1? And I was like, 1 works perfectly. So I get home with 20 minutes to spare, and 1 o'clock rolls around, nothing. 2 o'clock rolls around, and I call them, and I'm like, hello? They're like, okay, we'll get someone out there. Thank you. 3 o'clock hits. I'm calling Tyler, and I'm like, I'm about to blow up on these people. And he's like, no, just chill. Give them some time. Maybe they're busy. I was like, okay. 3:15, they finally get there. So I tell him everything that's wrong with our apartment. The carpet where it had flooded was coming up. They didn't bother stapling it down, so I was like, you need to fix that. We have water damage from the rain. I'll put pictures at the end of this video. We have water damage from the rain that's been happening. So I mentioned that. They told us to watch it, that it's not too bad right now. You'll see in the pictures it's bad. I told them to fix our blinds. They fixed our blinds, which they're still broken. The track broke again, even though we hardly ever do anything to them. We never even open them. So that was wrong. Our front door handle was coming off, so they fixed that. My back bedroom door, when I lived back there, was not closing, so they fixed that. They finally put the carpet down, and then they put poison down. But I'm still seeing cockroaches, and I've mentioned it to them. I mentioned it to them a week ago, and they said, a week ago today, oh, we'll have it next week. We'll have someone come next week. It's next week. Where are you? Yeah. And then we had asked them to move to an upstairs apartment because we were done living downstairs after the cockroaches. So I was like, I'm done living here. And they were like, yeah, we should have some upstairs apartments available soon. So we were like, okay. I got back from vacation because I went on vacation. I gave them a few weeks. We knew the girl, not right above us, but the one on the 3rd floor, we knew that she had moved out, so we were like, oh, we'll give them a week or 2 to mention it because they're probably going to clean it. So we were like, whatever. I mentioned it, and I mentioned it a week ago when I had mentioned the cockroaches, and they told me, I was like, hey, do you guys have an upstairs apartment ready? And they were like, what? And I was like, you guys said that we could move to an upstairs apartment because we were tired of being downstairs. We wanted a patio, no dishwasher, remember? She was like, we never said that, and acted like I was crazy. Yeah. So I'm over these apartments. We're probably gonna move soon. I'll explain that in another video, but yeah, that's what's been going on. So there's all the deets. If y'all have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
you.